Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check it out, read. Switch.
Shift. Watch the shift.
One.
Hey, watch the shift.
Check 13. Check 13.
This is Cohen. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The Bikers and at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard. Check. Blue 18. Check 53. 3.
Check 50. Check 50.
Kill. One. Time go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 4. Gun.
Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
57 Mike 57.
On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Rip right. Kill.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike 57. Too little,
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
Right left.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check three.
Clear.
59 Mike. Check 59. Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53, check 53.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try to run with Carson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Bandit. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. 50. Check. 53 is mine.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ebron's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, a run with Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Slam, 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 slam. One. Switch. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw is Mariota. Rolling to his right. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Check 53's mine. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Hey, Chuck, 57. 57's the mic, right? 57. I got you, son. I got you.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. That's fielded in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. Friday. Look for signal.
Here's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Check 25, check 25. 35 is Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 31, check 31.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They run for it with Carson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
You look. Tight down. There you go.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Coach. Just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lighting the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike is 59.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by Penny. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They run it with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had the chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a throw here to his running back. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. When we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On second down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Rep. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Show it up. Check 37.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
35 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 35. Go on. Check.
One left. Four down.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to touchdown, Seahawks. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. 53's the money. 53, check 53. All day.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to take it. Got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch the out. Check 24. Hey. 3. 24. Watch the edge. 1. 3. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
53 is the mic. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Slam. Pilot 64, weak. 10, under 10, 10. Shift. 43, 3. Check 49. Check 9. 1.
On first down, Webster. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Quick dash. Check.
He's coming. Double up.
3.
Hey, switch gears.
Watch twitch. 1.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Hey, I got him. That's me.
53's the mic.
Now Mariota. And he's got his tag in. That's Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Seahawks, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jim. 14. Mike, check. 59. Gun.
To throw is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Carson, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check.
To throw on third down, Wilson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
One. Check 50, check 50.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
One. You gotta be ready. Three. Kill. One. Time go. Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53.
Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Monroe. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Let's go.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Bravo. 53.
Throwing, Mariota. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6. At the Seahawks.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Charlie.
Mike, 53. Mike.
No chance. Let's go.
Now Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he connects with Ebron. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 500.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
14.
Wilson steps away to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
.380.
Watch the slip, watch the slip.
Hey, 0.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Watch the slants, watch the slants.
Mariota trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Alert. Force left. Slow down.
Mike's 59.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Corey Davis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Army. Check. Lucky. Alpha. 53 for Mike.
Mariota to throw it. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. It's complete to Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To the air again. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it
is. And let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike 35.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mike 35. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
35 tonight.
Throwing on second down. Wilson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Grenade!
So don't say no.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Smart that, smart that.
35 to Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. 35, Mike 35. In your face.
35 to Mike.
On second and 9, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
First and goal, Seattle.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Look left.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Vincent Smith, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Target.
36 power. Alert.
Watch the run. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the 29, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Check safety.
Pull up the signal. Good, guys. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 2 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot.
He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. Final score now from Atlanta. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.